Hello, my friends. I know I was absent the last 2 weeks. I went to the graduation of my kiddo. He finished the boot camp on the army, and well, it was very good. And also, I was moved for one apartment another, but I am here now. Is ready to go with the analysis of the stock market, what is doing, and wow, this week was very excited. The most important thing it was a kangaroo week. Let's see what happened. Just to mention it to you, English is not my first language. I know I have a very heavy Hispanic accent, but I have some friends that they wanted to me to doing this on English, so just for them, I'm doing this. My name is Jorge, and I hope you like what I doing here on this channel. Now, every week I always start with a little thinking, and just thinking on this. Is everything is coming hard? Is because it's ready to go to the next level now. Saying that, let's see. It's something very interesting that happened the last weeks, the last 2, 3 weeks. This one is the ticket, the equal weight index. The what was happening with this is was recovered from drawing 5% pullback is what was happening today is recovered the 5% pullback on the equal weight index. And we can see in here what we can see in here in the graphs, if we go into the equal, the name of this one is the RSP is the name. It was on this point, and going down 6%. And after 23 days, we can see here 23 days is complete recover that, 23 bars is complete recover that. Wow, that's very interesting what did the RSP. So the RSP is called, use what the name of this, the equal weight index. What is the difference with the other index? So we have here the RSP, in the ETF.com. This is the equal weight index, the RSP. What is happening is all the tickets on this index is equal or around the same, 0.26, 0.26, 0.26, 0.25, but is all the tickets related to the S&P 500. All the tickets which there are on this ticket. Now, but all them are the same, basically, are equal. They have the same weight. Is different to the S&P. S&P 500 is not equal, and we can see it that the most heavy on the S&P is Apple. Microsoft is the next one, Nvidia is the next one, Amazon is the next one, and go on. 34% of the total weight is only on the first 10 tickets. And that's the big difference between one and another, between the RSP and the S&P. RSP and S&P, that's the big difference. But this is recovered. This is recovered very aggressively. And not only that, right now, the RSP is in historic highs. They're in historic high, something that is not happening on the S&P. The S&P actually is not in historic high. It's almost there, but it's not in the historic high. And at the same time that the S&P is doing this movement down, according to this movement, I explained the last video about this movement. According to this movement, he is not doing that. Look, he's not really doing. He stay average, boom, start to explode. And now there is a high in highs. Right now he's in highs. That's very interesting. close with the highest price on this ticket. Almost finished it. I had the goal here. Almost finishes the bull flag. We can see that it's over the average 10. Being over the average 10 in the weekly chart is being over the average 55. So he's over the average 55. Now it's going to start to accelerate the 20, and we see it that it's continue over with no problem over the average 5. That's very good. But at the same time, the S&P is a struggle. You know, it's not the up, it's not the in highs, market highs, it's not the market highs. Is still far for the average 20. It's start to recover the average 20, but let's see what happened. But this one, it looks very, very good. So what it means that this is something very interesting because this only happened, this is the 5th time that is happened in all the history. The 5th time this happened. Only it's happened these other 4 times, and now is another when it's recovered for the 5%. How long is taking to recover? Well, 23, 17, 17, whatever. After the recover, 75% of the time is going up. The first week, 75% is going up. And in the first week, in the second week, only the 50% of the time is going up. The other 2 is not going up. Now, watching this, after recovery, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the first week is going up 129%. So it's going up the first week. According, as we coming back to this statistic, we can say that now it's coming back 129 here, or 13 here. So this is going to change to 80%. That's the first week. What happened the second week? What happened the second week? And we coming back to this. Look, the second week, it was actually dragging the feet. It's almost going down. It was kind of lateral. You know, it's kind of lateral, dragging the feet. Is going down to 19 and going up 0.51. So in the end, it's going up, but it was dragging the feet. It's almost not doing nothing. And to me, it's very interesting because it's very similar to this. It's very similar to this statistic. It's going 0.5 up. Just 0.5, 0.5, going down 0.5. It's very interesting what it's doing here in the first 2 weeks. But after that, what's gonna doing? 100%, 100% the first month going up, 100% the second month going up, 100% the third month up, the sixth month, blah, blah, blah. 100% of the time is going up. What we are expecting to happen so on the RSP is going up. The next week is going to continue up, according to this statistic, because 100% of the time is continue up. We know that we're going to start in September. Let's see what happened the first 2 weeks of September in the next 4 weeks, but it's going up. And we still haven't here, this is the daily, we still haven't here how is pushing going up, how is pushing going up the MACD, how is pushing the RSI, how is pushing the McLaren. And also in weekly, it is pushing the DMA, it is positive, it is going up. It looks like that's going to happen. This is my first goal. Let's see what that is made on my first goal and go on. And we also finished the month. Look, on monthly, what they did is coming back to this resistance and going up and finish positive. This here is the cap. This cap is finished here. And if we move it, duplicate this cap, is expected to go all the way to here. So we have some goals. This is my first goal here, and it's continue the cap and handle. This is my second goal. It looks very interesting. And according to the statistic, this can continue going up, up, up. This is the monthly. The monthly finish good, finish okay, finish great. This is and it still head pointing to going up. The weekly is finished good and is pointing to going up. And also the daily is finished good and is pointing to going up. So everything is pointing to going up. The monthly, the weekly, and the daily graphs is pointing to going up in a RSP. So what it means to me, this? Oh, because when the technology is not going up, when the communication is not going up, when semiconductors is not going up, who is going up? Who is doing the balance? Staples. Look here, these 2 weeks, a staple is going very good up. Industrial, look this. These 2 weeks and also the next week, the next month, the next 2 weeks is saying that it's going coming very good. Material, the first week going good, and the next one, the next 2 weeks is says that it's gonna doing very good. Not technologic, not communication, utilities. Is okay, but it's average. Healthcare is going good these 2 weeks and it's gonna continue. Financials is going good these 2 weeks, but the next week is gonna be so-so. But look, small caps. Small cap is the ones who is leading now. More than the large cap, more the value and the value is more than the growth. Let's see this in the graphs. So we have financials. What is this these 2 weeks? Look, it's going up the last 2 weeks. You know, from here to here, 6 bars, 8 bars is going up 4%. But if we take in the 10 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 10 days from here to here is going up 4%. Financials. It said, according to that the next 2 weeks is not going to be very good to financial. And yeah, it's finished the movement. Look, it's going to finish the booklet. The movement, the oscillation is going to finish. The oscillation maybe, yes, it's going to close not very good. It's going to doing that. Financial, industrial is going up and it's going to continue up. It still have like 2 weeks to continue up. You know, it still had like 2 weeks to continue up to this point. So it's very aggressive. It's a 45 movement. It's still very aggressive. We had moving up, we had moving up, we had moving up. It looks very good. The industrial. They says energy, but energy not really looks very good. Energy is average, is the one that is not good, very good. Only this, the only that we can see here is that they are in a triangle. Let's see, this triangle is break to where? Okay. Materials in a looks very good. Actually, if we see here in the statistics, materials in a looks very good, but the next 2 weeks is gonna look for the month, according to this statistic for the month, is gonna start to look better. Material, the same as energy, industrial, this is a staple. Let's go see staples. P. A staple, look, it's coming very good. It's going up very good. Now it's start stopping here. Let's see what happened. It's still something to go, but let's see what happened. Healthcare, look this beauty of healthcare, how it's coming up, and it's continue push. It's continue pushing in weekly. Look, it's continue push in monthly. Let's see. Yes, it's continue pushing monthly, it's continue pushing weekly, and it looks very good. We had also here a little couple. Let's see, this is my goal now. Is continue all the way to there, you know, in monthly, in weekly. That's the one that is mentioned in the graph. Wow. It's interesting how all this is moving, the small caps and etc. Why the small cap? The small cap is the IW. Look, these 2 weeks is coming, or the last 2 weeks is coming good. This is a couple. It is break this couple. They can go all the way. Oh, sorry. This is monthly graph, and this is they take the over this. This is the couple, and if they doing this is my big goal, all the way to there. Maybe it's happening. Let's see how it looks in the week. It's coming good, kind of good. Now is recovering after this point, after the oscillation is kind of recovering. Let's see, it still have like 2-3 weeks on 3 weeks to doing the next movement to continue up. Let's see what it's doing. That's the small caps. And let's see on daily. On daily is going very good over the 45. Is hit movement up. The small caps. It looks very good on the small cap. Now, here on the small cap, and according to this, it's going to continue. The next 2 months is going to continue up the small cap. So pay attention to that. This is the same on percentage. Now, what's happened when it recovered 5% in summer? What happened when it's recovered? And it's happened now. September is not very good. 13 good, 10 not very good. October is not, actually is the worst month. C is not good, 17 good. But November and December lose 17 good, C is not good, 20 and 30. September and December is going to be a big movement up. Let's wait into them, And this is another interesting graph. The market supposedly is start to doing this movement, but the economy start the movement when it start to doing the movement. And who is doing very good? Staple, healthcare, utilities, financial, and real estate. Who is doing very good? Utilities, historical highs. Actually, this is this is a flag, a bear flag. Well, it's not an historical high. It's almost, it start to challenge the historical highs. It's very good over. The movement is very healthy. It's kind of 45 movement. It looks like this is going to continue up. Real estate start to going up after all these months to going down and up. Now it start to get up. Is positive, is very healthy. This is gonna try to finish the cup. Let's see, they're doing healthcare. Healthcare is here. Healthcare is in historical highs, and we mentioned it that this is my goal. The movement continue up in weekly. And energy, energy. Let's see if they break this triangle to continue up. And financials, it is an historical highs. Historical highs. That is not my goal. My goal is all the way. I didn't travel my goal. Oh, let's travel my goal. My goal is all the way to here. There you go. That's the goal. That's the biggest goal on this one. Is all the way to here. Oh yeah. We still have a lot of movement there. But let's finish to this first movement here, the oscillation here, and after that, let's waiting that they going more up. Now, that's the ones related to this graph, financial stability, staples, etc. If the economy is going to continue down, let's see who is doing better this year. Is real estate, healthcare, staple, financials, utilities. Now, it's gonna, according to what we saw, it's gonna continue doing good. what we saw in the statistic is going to continue doing good. But I mentioned to you that I'm not betting directly on this. Where I betting? I betting in the high volatility tickets, according to here, on the high volatility tickets. And what is the high volatility tickets to this one? Well, you already know the TNA is to the small caps. Let's see how it's coming. You know, to the small caps is the TNA, but to industrial is DAS. DAS, look, DAS on these 4 weeks, and actually all this time is already moving 137% October the last year, or if you take it from the January, this January is moving 56%, or this for last week was moving right now 30%, and my goal is to 38. It's gonna move it a little more according to, because we see it here on weekly is going up, and on daily is point up. So industrially look like it's gonna continue doing good. Financial is gonna continue doing good. Point up on the daily. Let's see the weekly. Point up. But remember on this one, financials, 3 weeks more, and it's gonna doing the movement. We had a bear flag here. Let's see. Oh, this is a couple. Bear flag, and let's see how far they can go. Cure, healthcare. Look this one. Lose this one. On all this movement, they doing already 40%. And this is my bear flag. I think they can make it to this. It's going very good here on the weekly. Let's see in the daily. The daily actually is very, it's kind of 45. It still had movement to go. The huge, that's the consumer staple. This one, all this movement here is at 12%. This moved a little less, but 45%. Look, be careful to the staple. It's continue very healthy, the movement. Real estate. Look all this movement on real estate from all this year, for all this year, or for is 76% the movement that is was doing 76%. Very, very good, very, very good movement. All this movement here. And finally, utilities. These utilities I had drawn my bear flag. This is mean that I think it's gonna continue going up. Right now it's moving 39%, and it's doing 63%. I still have a lot to grow the utilities. That's the tickets that I have it. You can see it here. That's the ticket that I have it, and not necessarily the technology move it fast. Can move it all these tickets. They can move it very good, and we can see in the high volatility tickets that they continue moving and moving. Now, according to this, the market is gonna, the next 2 weeks is going up. After that, it's gonna be down. In electoral days, we had 2 weeks of flat and gonna start to going up to October. Is not very good. And we can see here that the next week actually is not very good. It's kind of flip-flop, and in not seeing that good. Now, let's go here this on the S&P. So let's go back to this one. Let's go see it on monthly first. Monthly, the S&P, we can see here, let me clear a little bit. After doing this big drop, actually is finished positive. This is a very good hammer candle, and we can go to the past. We had a hammer candle here, monthly hammer candle. And what's happened after this hammer candle? They continue going up. We had this hammer candle here. After that, it's kind of continue going up. We have this, well, this is red. This is not very long tail. This is, they had tail on the top, but they still had tail on the bottom, but the next 3 months is continue going up. The thing is that it was fighting and they recover. That's in the monthly. That's and still we had movement up, up, up. Now, see on the weekly, let's put here. See on the weekly, we can see that it's in the middle on the oscillation. In the middle, it's still 3 more bars. It depends what they're doing, these 3 more bars. This can going up or going down. It depends. But we had very positive 45-degree movement. So I think this is going to continue going up a little bit, at least the next week, before the next 2 weeks, maybe finish the oscillation. It's important to know where it's going to finish the oscillation, but on my point of view, this can continue going up. We can see here also on the daily, because in the daily, it's finished here, a little off, but it's finished here, the movement. So now it's going up. And they had a very good, very positive movement, and McLaren and the RSI and the RSI, they had a very good positive movement. Now, my first goal is here, according to the movement of Fibonacci, and we can see the movement of Fibonacci on this graph. According to the movement of Fibonacci, we had this movement here is around 180 on the Fibonacci at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, they finish the movement here, and this ABC can finish here. You know, we see here are around 580. So that's my expectation that it's going to continue moving. Now, if we saw also this on Bollinger, look, Bollinger actually on all these days that it was flat, they never stopped to grow. It's continue growing. So now they had the opportunity to continue. It looks where is the goal of the roof of this Bollinger? Exactly on my movement of Fibonacci. So it looks like after holding the 5%, now the 20 is going to start to speed up, because if you count 20 candles, now is this one who is going to be eliminated. So this is going to start to speed up. It looks like we are preparing to the next movement, and that's good. We pass the half here. We're going to prepare into the next movement. So everything looks good. The next 2 weeks, to me, it looks like it's going to continue the movement up on S&P. Let's see, it's a short week, only 4 days, but it looks like they can do in the movement. Now the QQQ, also on the QQQ, we support this oscillation. This one here is coming here, is holding the 5%, is holding the 20%, and now they start to move it up. To me, and it's very healthy movement here, very healthy movement in McLaren. You know, that's I think that is going to happen. Is going to continue this to touch this, but maybe they can going down, and it depends, because this can be also a fake breakdown. And if they start to cut the 20%, the 20 at the average 20, well, they is going down all the way to this point. Let's see what is doing. But to me right now, it looks very healthy. It looks very healthy, this movement looks very healthy. And we can see in the technologic, it looks very healthy, this movement. Let's see, let me take out Fibonacci. Let's see on this oscillation, this is here, this point. Let's see the next weeks, if they continue going up, 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 and maybe that's my expectation that can do it, you know. It's gonna continue until this to here, all the way to here. Let's see, it is doing that. Also, the semiconductors look very healthy here. The movement it looks like it's going up. I had my flat here. Where it's finished is going all the way to here. is the point is here now that they did this oscillation. They finish the oscillation now as it start to go into the next oscillation point to here, and maybe they can get the highest in the next weeks, in the next 2 weeks before September finish it. Let's see what they are doing, but don't lose the touch on the small caps. The small caps, the next 2 weeks is going to be very good to them. Microsoft, let's see if Microsoft start to recover. Now they doing a little zigzag, but can be the zigzag up or can be the zigzag down. It depends. It's in the middle of the oscillation. Microsoft is still not decided what they want to do. Apple, it looks very healthy here, and it looks very healthy here actually. Looks like Microsoft is start to going to recover. Apple is in the moving up, is still here. Probably they're gonna continue a little sideways a little bit, but this movement looks good. This movement looks good. Maybe it's continuing up. NVIDIA, well, NVIDIA is finished the oscillation here. This movement oscillation is finished. Let's see after this movement, is they going down or is going up? Amazon is doing also this zigzag going up. It looks very good here. It looks very good here. Looks like they're gonna start to claim also after bouncing in the 200, 200 average, 20 average. After bouncing on this, maybe they can continue. Google is in this triangle. It depends what they want to do. They can go up or they can go down. It doesn't mean doesn't mean that it's gonna continue up. Came back and break down. Also on here, came back and break down. Also here, came back and break down. So came back and break down. Usually my thinking is that maybe it's gonna continue up, but doesn't mean that it's gonna continue up. They can do in the movement down. Lose this Meta. Meta actually is under the average here. So Meta is not decided what to do. Right now it's bouncing in the 20 average. They can go and touch the 55 average. Let's see what they're doing. And that's it. That's what it looks like. Now, something very important to notice here. All this time it was green. What it means that it was green? All this time 54 neutral, it was great. It's going sideways, the market, but the market is great. Why? Because the bread is doing very good. All the equal weight companies, all the small companies start to push up. And that was very good because now we had the movement up here. Also, the investors' sentiment is positive. Everything looks positive right now. Let's see what it looks like right now. Now, one news we want to hit the next week. Nothing very important, something about PMI, manufacturing PMI, is all this is continue up, is going to be very good. Job openings in this continue is going to be very good. The important on the next week is the Friday, the unemployment rate. Right now is showing that it's going to be the same. The consensus is like maybe it's going to drop a little bit. It is drop is a very good sign. Is we're going to have another week moving up, but it is not doing very good here. It's a not very good sign. But let's see what it's doing. So this is what we can say for now. Thanks for listening to me. Everything looks good. It looks good to the next week. Let's see what happened. I love you. Fingers up on me. I see you next